Ladies and gentlemen, we have new breaking news just in. Tonight's main event will be a winner-take-all match. Yamashita Kishida, the Beastmaster, will take on Simon Youngblood for the World Heavyweight Championship. The loser will leave N.E.W. here tonight. Staggering news.
From Erie, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 220 pounds, Paul Master.
Well, I'm Max Renix alongside the four-time N.E.W. World Champion, and after that shockwave that we're still trying to recover from, we have to focus here on some junior action, Erwin, for the junior men's division. Paul Masters going one-on-one versus Angelo Winters here tonight.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the world title and the roster shrink meeting heads here tonight, but you're right, Paul Master, who's been on quite a run here in N.E.W. I mean, he's only had 7 matches, but he's only lost 2 of them. Starting to make some real headroads in that junior division now.
Yeah, Paul Masters relatively new to the business, as we all know, but he's stuck to it like a duck to water. Looks like someone of a natural here. Will have to be on his game to beat the competitive Angelo Winners here tonight. 2 rising young bucks in our men's junior division here.
And his opponent, from Staten Island, New York, weighing in at 275 pounds, Angelo Winters.
I like this kid Winners, Owen. I think he's got all the tools to be a mainstay player here in N.E.W. Speed, athleticism and power. It's hard to find a weak spot for Angelo Winners right now, in my opinion, in his game. Results? Well, that's still open for debate.
Yeah, 3 out of 11 matches would definitely look and want to improve that record. Angelo Winters has said that many times backstage. He's just not quite put all the pieces together, but I believe once he gets a couple more wins under his belt, once things start really clicking in that ring for him, he may be unstoppable.
I absolutely agree, Erwin. I think he's one of those guys, he's got the pieces, he's just trying to find a way to put them together, as you say, and you need that little bit of that rubber green sometimes, that little bit of luck. Angelo Winners will need all those skills and all that luck here tonight to get a win over the informed Paul Masters. What a matchup this should be to kick off Brawl. The ref rings a bell and here we go. Both men locking up into the corner. Master overpowering Angelo Winners early on there. Referee might want to get a closer look at that.
Masters learning the ropes in Ronin Pro. Just come over to N.E.W. to see what he can get accomplished. Oh,
snap suplex there by Winners and a kick to the spine.
Oh, quick arm drag. It's going to be a good test for both these two.
Yeah, both these guys rather evenly matched. I mean, there's not much of a difference in height and weight. Are both incredibly athletic men. Both about the same in-ring experience, so it's a very hard one to call on paper. In terms of form, we've already discussed that Paul Masters does have the edge, but Winners has something to prove. This is with the front drop kick there. A bit of a miscalculation by Masters, a huge drop kick there by Winners. Angelo Winners, of course. Incredible athletic background. Same could be said for Paul Masters. What a net breaker.
Quick reactions there from Winters to avoid that diving clothesline of Masters. Keeping up the momentum, keeping up that pressure. Look at the strength.
Yeah, from the ground. Incredible dead weight lift. Right into the power slam, right into the pin. No wasted motion, only getting a 1 count. Paul Masters not going down without a fight, that's for damn sure. Angelo Winners was happy to give him one of those big clubs to the back of the spine.
And Winters may have the weight advantage at 275, but that's 220 pounds he just deadlifted off the ground. Paul Masters.
Both these guys incredibly lean. Both north of 200 pounds.
Masters finding an opening there, not wasting any time.
Big knee right across the windpipe of Angelo Winners. Paul Masters trying to take control here. Sweeping leg there by Winners again. Those quick reactions. A stiff kick right to the chest. Hard elbow drop. Focusing on that midsection, that core. And Paul Masters, Angelo Winners with a gut wrench here.
Strength.
It's just been a showcase of strength from both these men so far, Owen. Incredible scenes here. In for the pin. Only a 1 count.
Winters seems to have a solid game plan tactic here to squeeze the life out of Masters, keep that momentum out of his hands, but rolling into a calf crusher.
Yeah, that submission lock. Locked in tight there by Masters. Angelo Winters, I think, was trying to hook his foot onto the rope, couldn't quite get there. That elbow did connect right to the back of the head of Masters. Winters getting out the calf crusher, but how much damage was done?
Yeah, Masters too busy keeping an eye on those legs to keep them away from the ropes. Didn't see that elbow coming, but you're right, he held him in there for a long time. What's he going for now?
Masters going right back to that power slam, right back to that power base, right into the pin. Didn't get a 2 count. Winters showing how tough he is there.
Winters reaching out for the bottom rope.
We've said it so many times, Erwin, that first 2 count can sometimes give you that psychological edge.
A forearm!
What a forearm that was, that springboard right off the top rope. Incredible athleticism there by Paul Masters, going right in for the pin again. That hard forearm might have bust open Winters, I'm not sure.
I think that's it.
It's over! Paul Masters! That one great piece of athleticism was enough. That springboard forearm, shocking. Angelo Winters here, who is still looking for that rub of the green here tonight. What a matchup to kick off Brawl.
Yeah, great way to kick things off. Again, Winters, as I said at the start, still needs to find those pieces, but facing people like Masters is only going to help him.
The baptism of fire for Angelo Winters. The only way to learn is to fight people as good or better than you, and tonight Paul Masters was better than Angelo Winters. It's as simple as that. That's a big victory, and this guy's train just keeps on moving here in the men's junior division.
Apparently Zulite the Great is backstage, perhaps ready to answer Buckley's request from last week. Reno's there with him.
Is Reno wearing a... Well, there you have it, some strong words there by Zulite the Great, Erwin. I mean, Jerry Buckley may just have a death wish, in my opinion. That guy is no longer an active wrestler and looks like he's got himself into a whole lot of trouble with Zulite the Great.
I mean, if everything's agreed on, then I guess Nathan Goldman will make that match. We are going on to our UK tournament now.
Second leg, first round. Haku Ross, Snake Wade Nelson, Kobayashi to face up in this one. Here you see the results of the United Kingdom Championship tournament so far.
Those 5-man matches, most reaching time limits each time, eliminating people as it went on.
we've seen an updated list. Haku Ross, Snake, Wade Nelson, Kobayashi, Mike Sharp, Ray Sullivan, Kevin Cannon, Dallas Rage, Jimmy Falcon, Jose Gonzalez, Dallas Rage and Zach Fuller. All have made it through. And it is anyone's guess at this point. We'll take this moment to ask for a prediction here. Who do you think is going to become the United Kingdom champion?
Well, that is a tough one to answer with so many names in that list. I mean, I'm going to say Kobayashi for one is long overdue that title. And with all these names involved.
From Port-au-Prince, Haiti, weighing in at 350 pounds.
It's arguably still anyone's game.
It absolutely is anyone's game, but you know what? If we're making predictions this early, Erwin, then my money might just go on this kid right here, Haku Ross. Look at this unit of a guy, the leader of the EOD.
Let's not forget all three members of EOD have made it through to this second leg. Well, get very interesting. Should they? I mean, so far they don't have to face one another. Haku Ross.
Well, let's not forget as well, Erwin. I mean, they entered the N.E.W. as essentially henchmen, hired guns, if you will, for the Goldmans, and that has given these guys more opportunities on the main roster, which is exactly what these guys needed to make an impact, which they have all done here in the United Kingdom tournament. But you're absolutely right. What kind of conflict of interest will that form between this group of highly influential guys backstage? Because right now you could argue that the EOD, Erwin, have the Goldman's ears.
Well, the clue may be in the name of equal opportunity destroyers, but that will require for at least two of them to progress into the next leg, I would presume, to meet each other. I don't think Ray Sullivan and Dallas Rage are scheduled to meet each other in this second leg.
Well, we've seen Haku Ross and Ray Sullivan fight before, and it was one of the biggest wars I think I've ever seen in N.E.W.
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Snake.
In terms of experience, in terms of championships won, Erwin, how can you look past the 8-time world champion, the leader of the now defunct, it seems, magnum opus, Snake?
Yeah, you've got to wonder what's going through Snake's mind. Of course, most of those titles not here in N.E.W, back over in Japan, where he arguably cemented most of his legacy.
New Japan Hall of Famer alongside, of course, Crazy Hammer, his nemesis.
Snake's already complained about not having time to deal with the fractured magnum opus and what's left him and Rick Weaver, essentially.
Yeah,
he's had to quickly focus on this UK tournament, does not want to miss out on this opportunity.
Just think of the Jets, just think of the VIP lifestyle that Vega and GBH have walked away from, Erwin. Snake and Rick Weaver must be feeling very lonely men at top of that mountain right about now.
And from Fargo, North Dakota, weighing in at 240 pounds, Wade Nelson.
Is that a bandana or a bandage?
Well, his career has certainly not been going great here in N.E.W. as of late. 2 losses last week, one in tag team action and one against Red.
Well, you know, we've been talking about it for a while, but let's just get a little bit real here. I mean, Wade Nelson might not be psychologically or physically all there. Wade Nelson has had this tremendous drop in form, and we know what he is capable of on his day, but his day has been due for quite some time here, and Red embarrassed him last week, tricked him into a situation he wasn't ready for, and Wade Nelson paid the price.
Many have questioned whether Wade Nelson is a one-hit wonder.
The scars on that young man's body speak volumes about his careers today.
Another man with battle scars.
From Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 230 pounds, Kobayashi.
He could be described as a sentimental favourite, there's absolutely no doubt about that. Kobayashi, the man from the rising sun, educated feet,
to a PhD level. One of the most respected guys in that locker room, no doubt about it.
His TV title reign here in N.E.W. somewhat legendary.
Everybody loves Kobayashi.
He's hoping to do the same with that UK title. 128 days he managed to hold the TV title.
Fans are on their feet for an old favourite here tonight. What a matchup. Any one of these guys would make a great United Kingdom champion, Erwin. You're absolutely right.
Again, same rules as the first leg, 10 minutes on the clock. Eliminations here, and whoever is left will progress to the third leg.
And isn't that telling, Erwin, that old rivalries rear their ugly heads either in these fatal four-way style elimination matchups. Wade Nelson going right for Haku Ross and Kobayashi going right for his old Japanese nemesis, or enemy should I say, in Snake.
Yeah, of course, having met in the New Japan ring. What a chop. Oh, what a clothesline from Haku Ross to Wade Nelson in the ring here.
It is 10 minutes to survive essentially in this matchup, Erwin. Whoever's left when the clock runs out will progress to the next round. It's as simple as that, but it's a matter of survival.
Ross already going for a pin.
Yeah, Wade Nelson arguably the weak link in this matchup. Haku going right for Nelson, and I can't say I blame him right now with the form that Nelson's been on. Meanwhile, Snake and Kobayashi getting very familiar with the outside of the ring. Oh, what a chop again. It's a chop fest out front here between Snake and Kobayashi.
DDT again in the ring from Ross. Wade Nelson not managing to mount much offense against him.
Eliminations, of course, must take place inside the ring, so Wade Nelson and Haku Ross right now are the guys to watch.
Wade Nelson, the one in trouble. Whiplash out of that corner there.
Snake Eyes there on the ring apron by Snake.
Oh, Spinebuster
by Haku Ross onto Wade Nelson. That could be all she wrote. Not many people kick out of that devastating manoeuvre.
Oh, but Wade Nelson did.
Showing incredible heart there.
Again needs to find some offense in this match. Oh,
we know Wade Nelson
drop
can take
kick to the knee.
That has been firmly established in terms of just enduring pain. Wade Nelson might be right at the top of the list on our roster.
Chokeslam, but you need to do more to win matches. That devastating chokeslam by Haku Ross could be all she wrote for Wade Nelson, but he's already survived the spinebuster. He doesn't survive the chokeslam. Wade Nelson is out of here.
It's down to 3, and Ross intervening with Kobayashi and Snake there.
We know Haku Ross will go on an absolute tear here, Erwin, and just destroy both Kobayashi and Snake in terms of power. The young horse with destruction in his mind.
Oh, it's Kobayashi. Oh, Hurricane Rana on those wafers in mats.
Yeah, on the outside. Snake maybe in cuckoo land here, but he gets back in the ring regardless. Snap suplex by Haku Ross.
I think Haku Ross realised exactly what Kobayashi is capable of outside there and decided, nope, we're back in the ring.
Yes, they're going to take a cheap shot on Kobayashi after the snap suplex, and then unwisely, in my opinion, tried to get a cheap shot into Haku Ross, and Ross didn't appreciate that one bit, and we've gone right back to the outside. Snake has spent 90% of its matchups going on those wafer thin mats.
Sneaks in a clothesline.
Oh, what a DDT!
Goes hot. Chop from Kobayashi, and again.
Everything Kobayashi does hurts.
Oof.
You can hear those strikes from up here. Those potatoes ringing off the skull of Haku Ross, who just floored him with a right hand.
I think that was an uppercut from Snake, or perhaps both combined, but it took Kobayashi off his feet.
I think that was just a straight out right by Haku. Oof. I think Snake tried a cheap shot Haku afterwards, and it didn't work again. A cracking backbreaker there. To Snake, who rolls outside again.
Just pounding blows from Haku Ross.
Yeah, Haku Ross is not working by the hour here tonight. He wants that United Kingdom title, and it's high time EOD had some gold around here in N.E.W. And I think all 3 members of the EOD know that, Erwin. As long as 1-3 of those guys win it, I don't think they're going to mind too much. But right now, Haku Ross is a discussion point within that group, in my opinion.
Oh. Back and forth. Snake now back in the mix.
The most experienced man in this matchup by a long way.
Super kick, no miss. Blocks. Kobayashi with a great block there. You don't see that kick blocked often. Kobayashi well scouted that previous experience with Snake, as you touched upon earlier, Erwin. Clearly ringing true there for Kobayashi.
Looking for a back cracker to Haku Ross.
Oh, God, that's a devastating manoeuvre. Kick to the midsection. Snake surviving a hard knee to the head. Those survival skills of the veteran have been questioned as of late. And when you back a Snake into a corner, oh wait a minute, choke slam!
Halfway through the match.
Dear Lord, almost out of his boots. What a choke slam, that's it. Good night, Snake.
That could very well be it for Snake here. Kobayashi letting it happen.
No way the old man survives.
No, wait a minute.
I don't believe it.
Oh, well, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. That was a vicious low blow. Could have winded Haku. Got him a 2 count. That was a straight up kick to the nuts.
Snake now gaining the momentum through questionable means. Kobayashi, oh
my God, what a chop that was. Chopping Kobayashi off the top rope.
Who had been repositioning himself throughout that battle between the two to get a good offense off that top rope.
That net breaker by Kobayashi might have put him back in the driving seat, Erwin. Snake has no answer. Oh, what a forearm shot. You can't help but feel that one was a little bit personal.
Oh,
what a Hurricane Rana. Good Lord. Snake's head. I'd be amazed if he comes out of this without a concussion, Erwin.
Another DDT.
Flawed over variety. Haku Ross coming back to join the fray. Kobayashi's gone on a rampage, just bealed, straight up tossed by Haku. Like a dwarf, Erwin.
Kobayashi thrown back in the ring.
Oh! Stiff elbow right to the head there. Haku Ross just been on a whole other level of aggression here tonight. Doof. I think Snake may have inadvertently, the busted open veteran, inadvertently may have just saved Kobayashi there. I think Haku was setting up a pin.
Once again, the big man is throwing hands, caught Kobayashi with an errant one there.
Yeah, big vicious ham hock serve by Haku Ross. Rights and lefts.
Oh, and again a back cracker.
Going back to what you know, the back and head of Snake must be on fire at the hands of Kobayashi. Hard elbowed by Haku, gets the Japanese veteran into the corner. Irish whip, referee might want to get out of the way, which he does. Stiff clothesline there by Ross.
Kobayashi now the one in trouble. Haku Ross just dissecting him here. Again just unloading.
Stiff right hands there by Haku Ross. I think he has busted open Kobayashi with those right hands, Erwin.
That's everyone but Ross bleeding in this matchup here.
I think Kobayashi busted open Snake and Haku busted open Kobayashi.
Snake back in. Ross saw him but couldn't catch him.
Stiff clothesline again. Haku Ross. Whole different level here tonight.
Going for a pin.
That clothesline could have knocked Snake out. 2 count. Somehow, someway, the veteran got his shoulder up. Misses with the forearm. Got to the kick to the midsection. Gets a kick right back. Reverses into that reverse DDT. I think Ross was going for a bench press slam there. Snake reverses again, taking Kobayashi down.
Let's hold a leg. Just wrenching of those leg muscles, and Snake went for the leg of Ross but got a choke slam instead.
What air! Incredible choke slam there by Haku Ross, the second of the night for the veteran. That's got to be over.
Remaining.
That has got to be it for Snake, surely.
Matthew Ross with a big
No!
post. No! Some way, unbelievably.
Oof.
Snake kicked out. That's incredible.
Oh, and another low blow.
Dear God. Sweet Jesus, what a low blow.
Going into the pin.
I hope Haku's had all the children he wants to have. That cheap low blow. The most dominating man in the matchup by a mile was winded into a free count there by Snake, who straight up punched him in the dick.
20 seconds remaining, and it's Kobayashi and Snake left. Oh
my God, what a kick. Elbow right to the knee, pulling Snake away from the ropes, who
9
has
seconds left, could get it.
done unspeakable things to stay in this matchup. Needs to
No.
kick out, and he does. Snake will not die. A kick to the spine by Kobayashi tells you exactly what he thinks about it, but Kobayashi and Snake survived what was a violent encounter here, Erwin.
Let's not forget Haku, Snake face each other in the first leg. Kobayashi in the second round.
Unbelievable scenes here.
Absolute chaos. Wade Nelson eliminated by Haku Ross early on in this bout. Haku Ross eliminated by Snake. Kobayashi and Snake running out of time and will advance to leg 3. Well, don't go anywhere, we will be back with the Reaper after a short advert break, and I've got to wonder if that means we're going to find out that mystery attacker he's meant to be facing, Franco.
It should be a great match nonetheless, Erwin.
No, hang on a second. Well, I thought we were going to advert break, but seems the Reaper is on his way to the ring already.
Well, the question remains, was it Franco that arguably distracted the Reaper enough to lose the world title opportunity he had so long campaigned for against the Lionheart Simon Youngblood? It was a controversial matchup at a controversial end, and a lot of people would say that the Reaper was screwed.
The Reaper making his demands. That is the industry's music.
A man of few words.
I mean, I'm still confused. This is a scheduled European Division match. The Reaper has not been happy about it. Has had threats of suspension if he doesn't take part in this match from Nathan Goldman.
Well, he had his world title opportunity, Erwin, and the records show he lost. Admittedly, it was controversial, but the industry are coming here in force here tonight.
And his opponent, accompanied by Fury, and representing the industry from Beverly Hills, California, weighing in at 248 pounds, one half of the Tag Team Champions, Franco.
It's clear to me the Reaper is waiting for someone else here tonight.
Franco, of course, one half of the Tag Team Champions. Let's not forget about that. Him and Yuri shocking the world, defeating Vega and Rick Weaver, which was the catalyst that essentially destroyed Magnum Opus as we know them.
With no titles left, Magnum Opus broke apart, but the industry have risen.
Well, you see,
you're absolutely right as well, Erwin. I mean, the Reaper wants to face the guy who jumped him, and there's no guarantee that that was Franco, because this match was already scheduled for the European division. So we still don't really have an answer to that question. Was it the All-American that jumped the Reaper?
Unless he was wearing a wig, I doubt it.
You know what, I can't help but think that it's a possibility, Erwin. We know that the industry had their eyes set on dominance. They've already got the tag team championships. It's only a matter of time before they set their sights on that world championship division, and right now you would have to argue that Franco is in the prime position for that spot. That has to be the key to the management of these groups. These guys have to decide which title they're ultimately going to battle for. That's why Opus was so successful for as long as they were. That sweeping SDF by Franco to kick this match up. We do have a time limit, we are told, but there's a little bit of a glitch here on our screens. But this is a 10-minute time limit match as far as I'm aware.
Classic N.E.W. technical issues here tonight, nevertheless. It is a 10-minute matchup. The Reaper, going to work on Franco here.
Club to the back there by the Reaper, that big back body drop by Franco. Franco will show absolutely no intimidation to the Reaper, we can promise you that. One of the most technically skilled athletes on our roster today.
Let's not forget how important the industry deem their work in that ring. Have come out in the numbers to show support. Against End Times Army here. Let's not forget Marty, who picked the Reaper up there in the brutal bingo.
We're talking trash to the Reaper onto the watchful gaze of our official here. That stiff clothesline.
Be his last brawl here. His friend and confidant Franco fighting back here.
What a spine buster there on the outside.
Could very well be going for count-out tactics.
Yeah, we've seen that before from the industry. That's a good call, Erwin. Both these teams are not afraid to cheat to win. It's a question of who's going to out-dirty each other, really. That hard elbow there, it might have been below the belt. It's all legal here in N.E.W. A swift shot to the ribs there by the Reaper. Of course, some of the hardest rights and lefts in the business today, I would say. You do not want to get in the way of one of the Reaper's right hands, that's for damn sure. What a shoulder tackle that was by Franco again. No level of intimidation shown here by Franco, just rolling him up, keeping him down on the mat. Exactly where Franco's comfortable, trying to keep this match at a technical base, right in for the pin,
the pressure,
applying that pressure. I mean, the Reaper, we've known he's got incredible ability to adapt as well, but in terms of catch-can wrestling, then Franco really is unsurpassed here in N.E.W. in my opinion.
It's not the wrestling that the Reaper could win on here. It's that stamina, resiliency, and ability to just inflict pain.
That demonic endurance, absolutely, has been a trailblazing run of the Reaper, the likes of which we have never seen in N.E.W. before. He has been demoted in his own mind to the European division, and he is furious about it.
I mean, there's a reason that he's got a cult full of face-painted followers here.
And it is a cult, no mistake about it.
I believe the Reaper can offer them the same.
The side slam there by the Reaper, just picking Franco up with one arm, Erwin. Incredible strength for a guy his size. That double axe handle across the back to Franco again, going for a gut wrench. Wait a minute, Dominator! That devastating power bomb, that Dominator, emphatically putting Franco away. My word. I mean, Franco, he came in with a game plan, and you have to respect that, Erwin. Trying to keep the big man on the mat. Even a few spine busters and suplexes on the outside, but the minute that the Reaper took control, the minute the Reaper started to wrestle his type of matchup, it was all but over for Franco. He just dispatched...
hang on a second!
Parsons! What the hell?
Recognise those boots anywhere.
What the hell? What the hell has happened to Razor Parsons, Erwin?
He's got a chair.
It's only the boots that give him away.
Oh, hang on, here comes a beast.
The Warlord, one of the Reaper's henchmen, protecting his master there. Does that mean Razor Parsons attacked the Reaper? What the hell is going on here, Owen?
My hair looked about right from that man that was on the ramp. Absolutely chaotic scenes here. N.E.W still down at ringside.
Time's absolutely furious. The Reaper trashing the ringside area. N.E.W now in action in tag team competition. Absolutely insane scenes here as we try to continue our show here.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 510 pounds, Scott Burns.
Well, we know N.E.W are already in the ring, Erwin, but I wonder if Scott Burns and the Dog, who've been on quite a blazing trail themselves in the tag team division as of late, can capitalise on the chaos that we have just witnessed, Erwin.
A blazing trail, perhaps, where they are walking into a furnace of fury after what we've just seen.
On the old school that meets the new and a much more serious approach from the Dog, alongside the Swiss Army knife that is Scott Burns.
You see that the Beast is not at ringside. I believe he has actually gone chasing. On behalf of the Reaper, has gone chasing Razor Parsons. He's back one day and he's just caused mayhem.
Well, that's Razor Parsons all over. Show up, create a scene and leave.
The only tag team division to have made any placement in that division since the industry have picked up those titles. Scott Burns and the Dog with 2 victories going into this match.
A very pissed off N.E.W across the ring from them tonight. Scott Burns starting off for Burns and the Dog. Joe Freeman starting off for him and Nate. A veteran of N.E.W, his little faction here, a little cult. Arguably the Reaper's most loyal lieutenant. Joe Freeman. Carla's Scott Burns. Been around the block a few times, has the Demon. Joe Freeman. Reverse DDT there to the youngster Scott Burns, who has impressed anyone in his 1.5 year here with the company, Erwin.
Certainly has made some incredible inroads, choosing not to go down the junior division route and heading into the tag team division.
I think Scott Burns is too good for the junior men's championship. No disrespect to the men in that division, but Scott Burns has star written all over him. A blatant choke there by Joe Freeman onto the hotshot Burns.
Again, arguably a more crowded division, whereas the tag division would allow him to shine.
Yeah, that implosion by Opus Erwin has certainly left that gap in the market for the tag team, certainly in the men's division. As of late, that stiff forearm shot there by Scott Burns. Both these teams would love to capitalise. Both these teams tried to defeat Magnum Opus for those titles and lost. Let's not forget that. The industry can be watching this matchup with a great interest here tonight, but we have to wonder how focused N.E.W are after the chaotic scenes we just witnessed with Razor Parsons. I am just amazed, Erwin, absolutely amazed at the difference in his look. If it wasn't for the boots, I wouldn't have recognised the guy.
Something has happened to Razor Parsons. I mean, we saw a video that had been sent in trying to find someone responsible, and when it's transgressed to this, I mean, clearly he feels the Reaper must be responsible for his title loss against Vega. I'm not sure, but
only time will tell, as we often say here in N.E.W. The Dog's doing a great job here of just alienating Joe Freeman in the corner, getting a sweep of the leg as Freeman fights back. But it's been all the Dog the last few minutes. Joe Freeman finally recovering into an Irish whip into N.E.W.'s corner. It's the first time the Dog's looked in trouble all matchup. Stiff forearm there, taking down the Dog.
Opted not to make the tag to Nate.
And splash back into N.E.W.'s corner. Tag made. Nate now the legal man. Fresh as a daisy.
Close that distance again instead. Wise tactics from Joe Freeman.
Yeah,
The veteran instinct there of Joe Freeman, who knew he needed that rest. Nate, younger, fresher, continues the attack here on Scott Burns and the dog. Hard Irish whip right back at Burns corner. Oh, what a corner there into the DDT. Nate there with a beautiful corner straight into the DDT. Oh, shoulder tackle. A great corner again. Both these guys bringing their A game here tonight. Oh, what a knee! Into Gurney. An educated knee of the dog.
Looking for the lumbar check.
Oh.
Joe Freeman distracting Flynn.
Well,
not long enough.
2.
Nate with a kick out.
A vicious 2 count.
Thought the dog could have had that, Joe Freeman. Clearly more faithful in Nate's ability than I was.
Well, you know, end times we have a no mercy policy within their group. It's kill or be killed within end times. The only thing that seems to unify them is their obsession with the Reaper.
Oh!
An armbar rotating over, doing damage to Nate's shoulder there. Scott Burns can do just about everything. One of the most well-rounded competitors, I would say, in any division. Nate trying to make some inroads here with a snake eyes on the top rope. 5.5 minutes remain in this matchup where the clock has fixed itself.
Scott Burns still trying to find an opening. Sent him to his own corner there, I think instinctually by Nate.
Oh, God, the referee down. Just getting taken out there by Nate and Burns. That collision, that cheap shot there by Joe Freeman. Now the referee was down. Was evident there from end times. Burns needed to get out of that corner, which he did. That club to the face, nothing fancy about it, but it took Nate to the mat. An Irish whip into the corner.
Doing the trick for Scott Burns.
Back and forth stuff, this matchup. Torpedo snake eyes.
Going for the pin, too close to Freeman though.
2. Oh, yeah, you're right. Freeman way too close. That double axe handle breaking it up, and again an electric chair drop for his trouble.
Oh no, face buster.
A face buster. Changing his mind mid-route. Stiff forearm there by Burns onto Nate. To the midsection again and again. Stiff forearms. Burns just throwing every part of his anatomy at Nate that he can. Another hard forearm in the elbow in the corner, should I say. Right to the jaw of Nate, who's in trouble, right into the crossface. Nowhere to go from Nate. Joe Freeman trying to get in there, it's too late. Nate taps to the crossface. Scott Burns with the submission victory, and that's 3 in a row for Scott Burns and the
and they are looking like they could be the next opponents for the industry for those tag team titles.
They're certainly on the roll, Erwin. Let's not forget that the dog survived the roster shrink matchup a few weeks ago, and that seemed to have lit a fire under Burns and the dog to make some inroads in the tag team championships, not only for the gold, but to secure their futures here in N.E.W. End times, they came in force, and it's been a bad night at the office for end times, no doubt about it. You have to wonder what kind of repercussions will be felt through N.E.W. after tonight.
Here are your winners, Scott Burns and the Dog.
What a victory for Burns and the dog.
Big victory. We will be back after the advert break for our main event of the evening. Rather tumultuous roster shrink / world championship match.
following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Championship.
This is all or nothing, isn't it? Yamashita Kushida with everything to win and everything to lose.
I feel sorry for Kushida here. He's coming in from the junior division. He's still arguably trying to get a hang of things.
Look at the look on that kid's face.
Much like we were describing Angelo Winters at the start of the night.
I have high hopes for Yamashita Kushida, ladies and gentlemen. I think this kid is a great addition to our locker room. He's got a great attitude, he's got tremendous strengths, very few weaknesses, but this is not only a step up, this is a jump up. He's going against the top guy in our business for the biggest prize in the business today, the World Heavyweight Championship. And Yama Kushida has to be ready, because ready or not, it's happening right now.
This would be a wonderful match were it not the unemployment for the loser looming over it. Sam Youngblood knows what he has to do if he wants to keep his job and that title here tonight.
It's putting our champion in a somewhat enviable position, Owen. I know Simon Youngblood is well respected, well liked within that locker room, and will not like to be the anvil of justice for the Goldmans here tonight.
Let's not forget this is the boss Adrian Goldman, not the Commissioner Nathan Goldman, that has demanded this roster shrink in order for the Commissioner to be able to fine and suspend people.
Well, he made the deal with the devil. He has to suffer the consequences. Simon Youngblood, the man right now in this business, as good as he has ever been, determined to create a legacy with that World Heavyweight Championship. The man from Louisiana, Louisiana. Lexington, there we are.
Kentucky.
Wow, we'll get it right.
Going to have a lot of complaints from our American fans there, I think.
Hey, I've been there, okay? It's a beautiful place. What a nice chap he is to interview as well. I'm getting shouted at. Let's continue.
Introducing the challenger from Tianjin, China, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Beastmaster Yamashita Kushida.
A match away from history, or a match away from his N.E.W. career being over.
And you hear the crowd.
Introducing the champion from Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the world champion, Simon Youngblood.
The world champion. What a reception for both these men. I think the crowd know that this is somewhat unfair matchup here tonight. Both these guys effectively fighting for their jobs. Let's just think about it, Erwin. If Kushida can do the impossible here tonight and win this matchup, could you imagine the shockwaves that would be felt in this company? Can you imagine that? Losing Simon Youngblood at his absolute peak. 20 minutes on the clock and here we go.
Wasting no time out of the blocks.
Sweet Jesus.
Yamashita Kushida took a drop kick, but came back quickly.
Yeah, right into that knee drag. Kushida knows that this is finding a locomotive train here tonight.
There's an unenviable amount of pressure on both these men's shoulders, but a huge opportunity, as you said, for Yamashita Kushida.
It's what every one of these guys should be here for, the World Heavyweight Championship. That shoulder tackle there by Kushida, who's going to give Youngblood a fight here tonight. He has jumped 3 divisions overnight. Let's not forget that. DDT by Simon Youngblood.
Champion on a roll here.
Yeah, Simon Youngblood has been in so many more wars, so many more title opportunities, so much more experience than Yamashita Kushida, who has all the war skills but you cannot substitute that experience.
Dr. Clothesline.
Clothesline.
Oof.
Vicious stomps, the king of Chinese strong style going to what he knows, those spade-like hands of Kushida. Former lion tamer, Yamashita Kushida.
Going for a pin, slow and methodical approach here against Youngblood. Doesn't want to give too much away. There's one of those chops to the back.
Diamond carry, takeover. Keeping it simple is Kushida so far in this match. What a knee. Harley Race-esque knee there by Simon Youngblood. Just hammering home with that Northern Light suplex. Beautiful bridge.
Kushida
Legs
got
too
his
close to
foot
the
on
ropes.
Yeah.
With Kushida. Hard shoulder tackle again. Kushida not going down without a fight. Unarguably the biggest match in Yama Kushida's career to date. Monkey flip in the corner. Misses with a stomp.
Caught Youngblood's arm though. Oof.
Went into that hammerlock, got an elbow to the jaw.
Schoolboy super kick.
Classic Lionheart. Schoolboy super kick could have took off the head. And Yamashita Kushida, this could be all right here. No! 2.9. Close but no cigar. For Simon Youngblood going to the top rope. We've seen this a lot since he's become champion, willing to take that extra risk. The most beautiful moonsault in the business today.
That's gotta be it for Kushida.
That has to be over. A damn shame.
It really is. But our
Simon
champion
Youngblood
is still our
retains.
champion.
Excuse me, Erwin. After what was a valiant fight by Yamashita Kushida, the Lionheart does what he does best and won matches. That highly raced knee, arguably the game changer. The schoolboy super kick might have been the explanation point.
Any promoters out there that were watching, I would say grab up Yamashita Kushida while you can.
Amen to that. That moonsault is unkick-outable.
I want to thank you for joining us here.
Good night.
Good night.